Perfect.
There we go. Thank you so much for offering to do this. I was getting cooked by Giefs on ranked today with weird new stomp setups, and I don't understand what I'm looking at. Like, I'm on the ground, he's stomping, and then I'm getting SPD'd when I get up, and I'm just like, I need help.
Yeah. Zangief, like, all grapplers in general are characters that if you don't have, like, a full understanding of what's going on in, like, the neutral game, they can kind of just run you over. Because when grapplers get in, like, they get in, they run their offense. Like, I can show you, like, some setups and, like, some play around. At the end of the day, when Zangief gets in, right, like, it's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? He's gonna make you guess kind of just how the character works, right?
I just have a feeling that, like, a lot of the times that I'm making panic guesses, I'm presuming there are possibilities that aren't there. Like, I am always afraid of the SPD, and I know it's not as accessible to him all the time as it feels like it is. But when I'm on defense, it's just like, oh, fuck, I'm on the ground, I'm gonna get SPD when I stand up.
Yeah, that's a very common fear. Like, that usually comes from, like, well, his SPD does go half screen. Well, I was exaggerating. Right, but you know what I mean.
Maybe if you're parrying, it goes half screen. If you're parrying, I think he can grab you in real life.
He's driving you through the TV monitor like an old, like, WWF ad or something.
There's been a deluge of people in the ER in various states from getting grabbed by Zangief.
Yeah, so he has, like, a lot of, like, unique little tricks sometimes to grab you. But getting grabbed by Gief in this game is also, like, not the end of the world. It does do a lot of damage, and there are, like, tricky setups with it. But, just understanding, like, it's okay to take the grab every now and then, unless, obviously, you die. That's a different scenario. That's just, you know, happens.
I feel pretty good about Giefs that just want to play the neutral game and outspacing the SPD and Gladiusing pokes. But then I play these really unga-bunga Giefs with my unga-bunga self in the 1500s MR, and they're just doing stuff, and I don't understand enough about what I'm seeing to know where I'm supposed to be counterattacking. I just get anti-step run over.
Okay, yeah, we can cover over Zangief's, like, Oki situations and stuff after, like, SPD and, like, his Throw Oki, which is really powerful, but I think a lot of people underestimate. Like, his regular Throw Oki is really good. His corner stuff is really good, obviously, because he's a grappler.
Oh, look at our sophisticated characters here. We even match.
Yo, it's black, white, and gold?
That's fantastic, actually. They look like they're, like, going out to dinner or something.
We look like we're going to a funeral. We're dressed in black.
They're gonna arm wrestle, like, at the bar.
Anyway, so the first thing, I don't know if you have the frame meter on. Probably turn that on first.
Good point.
The one thing that's important in this game that not a lot of people actually know is that Zangief does have different Oki on his SPDs, like, depending on which one he does.
I think I knew that, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you what that Oki actually looked like.
So if I do light SPD here, this one gives the best Oki. You see? Plus 30, right? But if I do medium, heavy, or EX, they're all plus 28.
Why is 30 a good number for Gief?
So 30 is a really good number for Zangief because it allows him to do drive rush into meaty button that's not sweep. Right? So just like a blocker, I can do that, which is an actual frame trap after light SPD. That's the important thing to know about the difference between those SPDs. You have to respect that option when it's light SPD.
Do that again, and I'm going to try to hit a button in the gap to see that it frame traps.
Oh, I messed up. I mean, like, wake up. The light kick is me.
Okay. And
I kind of manually time it a little bit.
The drive rush cancel isn't?
It is a frame trap still, yeah. That could be me. But it's a little tricky.
That's fair.
Like that.
I've definitely gotten hit by that online.
Yeah. That's light SPD specifically. Light SPD gives him that option.
What's the easiest way to recognize that it's a light SPD? Is it just faster?
The animation between the SPDs is slightly different. It's more dramatic between, like, heavy and light, and between, like, medium and light. So light, he doesn't jump as high as the other SPDs. So, for example, if I do light here, see how he kind of, like, hops?
Oh, yeah.
Heavy jumps.
That's actually a really distinct visual difference. Most of the time, it seems like characters have voice lines to denote if it's heavy or not. Yeah. Like Ken with Jinrai, or Rashid with Cyclone. but that's more of a visual tell. It's definitely
Yeah.
easy to tell, like, did he go to the ceiling or not? If he didn't go all the way to
Yeah.
the ceiling, he has a meaty light kick, as you said. Okay.
Yeah. No, yeah, if he doesn't go to this. But medium can be a little tricky to tell if it's light or not. That's medium.
Okay, so there's a little
And it does
bit...
have a bit of a different voice line to it. For light. He does like the one little scream. Like just one little shout. But on medium, it's like...
That actually is a
That's
very...
exaggerated.
That's kind of a clear difference, because now I'm literally going to be grunting into the microphone. This is going to be weird. But medium's very like... and then the light is kind of like... Ha-ha!
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if he sounds like he's having too much fun, he probably has a meaty light kick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the main, like, how you distinguish between them. But after all the SPDs, this is sort of like the generic Oki. I'm gonna go through it with you.
Okay.
So, let's say I land like I have the SPD here. This is my meaty option. Driver sweep. So, this will beat you trying to backdash, trying to jump, and trying to hit buttons, essentially.
But I can probably DI that on Wake Up.
Yeah, you can wake up the DI and beat that option.
Can you do that
That's
again?
one of the weaknesses of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that option's weak to DI. So, another option that he can do after heavy SPD, which is pretty common, that you'll see, is he'll just do walk up into overhead.
I've definitely gotten hit by that online too.
So, if Zangief does not drive rush after SPD, the only thing he can really threaten me with is overhead there.
Wouldn't
Like,
the overhead also be weak to DI?
It is.
Okay.
But for that situation, I wouldn't just like wake up DI. I would see that he's walking forward. The overhead is slow, right? This is a 22 frame startup move, and it's not hitting on the first active frame, it's hitting on a later one. So it's more like 25. So it's like basically the speed of a DI after the SPD, if you think about it that way.
So after
Right?
the SPD, then I'm looking for either drive rush, which is probably into sweep and I can DI, or walk forward into overhead, which I can DI a reaction.
Not only can you DI it, one thing that's really good is you see him start walking towards you, the only thing he can threaten is overhead, so you can wake up backdash there and make it whip.
Okay, I want to see that. Do that again.
See?
I can't really get a punish there off the backdash, though, because Marisa's slow.
Yeah, but you get out of the situation.
I do get out of the situation. And after the backdash, I'm plus
I'm minus
16.
16 there. You
I'm
can't
plus
press
16. So, I could probably counter with this, or even walk slightly forward into this. Oops, I dropped it, but into...
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna drop it again. Oh my god. That wasn't true either. There it is. Okay.
What I like to do when I play Marisa against Zangief, and I see that they're going to be walking up, because they're probably going to overhead there. Even if they walk up and do nothing, if you backdash away, it's like, okay, we're back in the neutral game, and I'm just going to Gladius you. You know what I mean?
I can also probably do the cheap thing. Do the setup into overhead again. I want to try something.
Yeah.
So that's an option, because Gladius is going to beat anything that's not a low.
Yeah.
If he were to go for walk forward into like a low poke, that would beat the Gladius, but that's not catastrophic either.
If I'm walking forward with a low poke, like, I can't really reach you.
Yeah, and then I can whiff punish that.
100%. So if I'm walking at you, I can't threaten anything except the overhead. That's the only thing I can threaten.
That's really
Right?
helpful. Okay.
You don't want to block that because they buff how much drive chip that does and how safe it is. So just block them away from it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
almost
it's
a whole
almost a
bar.
full
That's almost a whole bar. That's equivalent to block for a second. It's almost the same thing.
It takes 70% of a bar, and it's -7, which you have nothing -7 that 7 frames that reaches there.
Yeah, because my best option then is going to be this, and that's not going to reach.
Yeah, or you have medium punch, right?
Yeah.
Medium punch is your best 7 frame punch. That won't reach out, right? So you never want to block the overhead.
Can I just see that real
like
quick?
A backdash or DI or something like that. You see a block towards you. I prefer just the backdash because it's the safest option.
Can I try to medium punch after I block the overhead then?
Yeah. No, it's not going to reach.
Yep. Okay. Okay. I like to see it because it makes more sense when you see it than when it's just like explained in theory.
Yeah, of course. I think because of the backdash, you can't even reach at all from any button after that. Because they buffed the overhead, right? And last season you could kind of challenge it, and this season you can't.
I mean, farthest reaching normal is probably going to be this, so throw the overhead.
Okay, you can challenge with that still.
But
it's
this
slow though.
But how negative are you off the
7.
Okay, and this is a 16 frame move, so you've got plenty of time to block there. That's not real.
16. I thought that move was 14.
Oh, 14. I charged it a little.
Yeah. That happens to me all the time when I play Marisa too, especially with like the crouch fierce. I used to get like accidental crouch fierce into you.
Even so, if you're how negative off the blocked overhead?
So the block overhead, it depends on the spacing, right? So just hold back right now. If you drop a point blank, it's -9.
-9. Okay, so then 9 into 14 is still a 5 frame gap, which means you could counter hit me out of an attempt to do this. So that's not real either.
But if you block a point blank overhead, like if he blocks up and he does it like kind of closer, right? You can just punish with stand medium.
Okay, yeah, do that again.
See? It's too close. So what makes that move strong is that it's easy to space out, and it has more pushback on block. So say like, just stand there for a second and space it out a bit. Same with like here, right? You block the overhead. You can't punish it there as much.
Yeah, so it's basically a spacing trap.
Yeah.
It's somewhat equivalent to just I'm gonna put you at the wall to make this easier. Just hold back for a second. I will trap people into this there if they hit a button, because their button's not actually going to reach.
Yeah, so it's very similar to that type of situation. So that's like the main 2 things you want to look out for after SPD is driver sweep in the overhead. There are more layers to it. Like I noticed that you wake up DI and stuff. Like you wake up DI, I can do stuff like this.
So it's bait, basically.
Like most Giefs aren't really gonna do that, especially like in ranked and stuff like that. They're just gonna run their like bread and butter offense. So driver sweep and like walk up overhead are like the main things you kind of want to look out for. And there's a certain timing to it that I want to help you with here, because like if he tries to like take his turn after SPD, right? Like say he tries to drive rush in and do like a fake lead so that he can apply better pressure than like a driver sweep. They do something like that, right? There, you want to wake up stand medium punch. You want to do like a delayed wake up medium punch, if that makes sense.
Okay, run it again.
Hit him out of it. Yeah, exactly like that. So you're gonna block for a little bit, just block the sweep that could come, and then hit medium. Stand medium.
So that way, if he sweeps, I'm blocking the sweep, and if I see that you're going to do something else, I can catch your approach with this. Yes. So equivalent to checking a drive rush in neutral, really. It's a semi-neutral situation. I look for the low. If it's not low, I check the space.
100%. Yeah. You can try it again. Exactly like that.
I'm still getting used to running the combos with the target combo juggle, so I keep automatically routing into those.
I've been playing all Gief since the update, so I'm not used to them either.
These are fun. They are so fun. My favorite thing off of this so far is that if you want the safe jump off of this, then you have to whiff the crouch jab first. But if you don't whiff the crouch jab, you're plus 12. So I can meaty with the knee or the command grab.
Where are you going? Sweet dreams.
The only weirdness with that is that apparently it's the same as her classic overhead safe jump, which I can't do because I'm on modern. But if you do this setup, safe jump or not, mid-screen, and they don't back roll, you land on the opposite side of them. It's weird.
Yeah, you have to do a jump light kick with that one, mid-screen. Because if you do jump light kick, you'll cross them up if they quick rise, and if they back rise, you'll hit in front with the jump light kick, right?
I should have put that in my combo video. I'm definitely gonna have to make sure I include that in this video because it should have been in the combo video.
Yeah, you want to use jump light kick for setups like that because you don't want to be like, oh, I messed up my thing because they quick rose and back rise. No, just do the basic easy one that covers both options. You know what I mean?
That's really good to know. Okay, but back to Gief.
Back to Gief. So, let's say I'm playing Zangief here, and I hit you with a meaty headbutt at some point. Very common, right? This is his favorite meaty option, bro. But I hit you with this, into this. My LP is really bad if you back rise.
Okay.
It's plus 27, but you go pretty far, so I can like that. But so say you block that, I'm not SPD range after.
Yeah, at this range, it really feels like if I accidentally sneeze in his direction, I'm in SPD range, but it's not.
So, here is SPD, right?
I'm just gonna put myself at the wall so that there's a clear visual marker here of the SPD range.
Yeah. So about here. No. Here is SPD.
So you basically have to be a little closer than one of the main blocks between the larger lines on the floor.
Yeah.
So at about this close, you can SPD. Okay. But if
it's funny
you're
because on smaller characters, it looks like it's more grab range, but because Marisa's just standing there with her big ass arms out, it looks like it's a little bit less. But it's about this range. Oh,
that's actually a really clear visual marker. Is if it looks like his hand could touch Marisa's hand, you're in SPD range.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious in light of the lore with her trying to seduce Zangief.
Yeah. So that's one thing that's really important to know about his mid-screen knockdowns. Say I can do something like this or something, for example. I can kind of the Lariat Oki regular Oki is pretty bad. Right? So if you get hit by a regular Lariat, you're kinda out of the mix-up. So getting hit by regular Lariat is sort of best case scenario. You're okay, well, we're back to neutral. I just have to back rise and I'm not too worried about it.
So he can't drive rush into SPD after the Lariat.
He can, but it's really fake. You have to go I have to run way past where I'm allowed to go.
Can you do that another time so I can try to see what would knock him out of it?
Wake up, Jack.
That doesn't work. Okay, medium punch doesn't work.
That was almost too fast. I had to go up so fast that your meaty whipped. I mean, wake up whipped.
Oh, accidentally parried. Accidentally parried.
You have to back roll, though.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right? You have to back roll Larry.
Okay.
If you regularize Larry, you're getting me great Oki.
Okay.
Which is obviously bad because it's Zangief, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I hit you with I don't know why I sorry, that's... It gets kind of this gets sometimes it's weird. You have to,
I was trying to look for the, you said drive rush into SPD isn't real. I wanted to check that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. See, I can't even I ran out of drive rush.
So you can actually only SPD be there if I hit a button that moves me into range.
Yeah, kinda. I can almost just run out. You can just walk back. It's really hard for me to chase after Larry. The Oki's just not good. After OD Larry, very different story. But after regular Larry, It's just not good.
What's the difference with OD?
He gets more advantage and you're closer. So he gets, like, really good stuff after OD Lariat. So let's say, like, we're playing neutral, and I, like, jump in on you, right? And I
Yep.
get, like, a... Oh, sorry. I jump in on you, I get this, right? I get that.
Okay.
It's like... If you get hit by OD Lariat, you're in the mix.
And Headbutt there, you honestly want to just probably wake up drive reversal, right? Because otherwise you're in the 50-50.
Yeah, you can wake up drive reversal if you think he's gonna SPD or headbutt you. But if he baits that out, it's really scary too, right? So it's still kind of like a guess. But if you think he's like, okay, he landed this, and he's spending another bar for Oki, he's probably gonna want to do something. Right? Most new players like, okay, it's my turn, I'm in, finally.
Yeah.
Right? And I spent all this bar, I want to do something. Right? So if you wake up like drive reversal here, it does punish it. But what's really important to know about Headbutt that a lot of people don't know is you can wake up drive reversal it, but you can't drive reversal it on block.
Really?
Yeah. So say you block it and try to drive reversal, you can't. This move only has 17 frames of recovery, I believe. I think it's 17. Yeah. So you can't. You can't. You can do a frame 1, it won't work. That's a very important thing to know about the Headbutt, is that wake up drive reversal works versus it. Drive reversal on block does not.
Okay. So what do we have so far? Light SPD gives you can drive rush into
Stand like kick meaty.
stand like kick meaty. Other SPDs, you're drive rushing into sweep or you're walking forward into overhead. Both of those lose to DI, which you can do on reaction to the drive rush or to the walk forward into overhead. Regular Lariat, back roll, walk back. He doesn't really get any real Oki off of it. OD Lariat, you probably want to wake up drive reversal unless you think the Gief has more than one brain cell and is waiting for it.
he's gonna read it, right? So that's like the main things with like this, like SPD or he hits with Lariat. Now I kind of want to go over his down forward throw. This is one of the best regular throws in the entire game. This one.
I always feel like I'm just like fucked after that, but I don't know why. I don't know what he can do.
You're kind of fucked.
Okay, so
Like,
this one, it's not just my delusion. It actually is a really bad situation.
Yeah, so it's more plus than his SPDs. If you can see the advantage on the screen, I don't know if it's still on yours. It's plus 33.
Yeah, I can see that.
It keeps him really close. So what that means is that I can do this. And that headbutt is meaty. You can't wake up jab there. They'll counter hit you.
Can you SPD me on my wake up there?
Yeah. I have to manually time it. It's not like an auto timed thing, but I can SPD you. So if you get hit by that, that's just like a, okay, I gotta guess. I'm gonna either wake up drive reversal back. You just have to commit to an option. Don't mash on your button. But what I would recommend still is trying to back roll out. Like
Okay.
my regular throw you here. Still gotta back roll. Get them a little further away. Like a little bit. But it's still like a pretty bad guess.
Off
I guess
headbutt.
OD SPD from here.
Off headbutt, you always get a 50-50 between another headbutt or an SPD, correct? On block?
No. So it depends. It depends on the setup. If it's just a regular headbutt, then you block regular headbutt. It's only plus 4. Well, I say only plus 4, like that isn't amazing. But it's plus 4, right? So the setup after a regular headbutt, like if I just do it regularly, is I can either do this button, house stab, which is a 7 frame, which will frame trap you, or I can SPD. Right? If I'm doing headbutt into headbutt, that's sort of fake unless it's like a specific meaty set.
But it is a strike throw mix-up.
Yes, you still have to kind of guess. Because even if, like, say you block the headbutt and then try to jump out,
I've definitely gotten hit by that. I've definitely gotten hit by that.
that move, the house stab, has a very long cancel window. So what that means is that I can press that button, see that it hit you, and then cancel into Lariat. I don't have to commit to it. that make sense?
Yeah, can you go for headbutt into hell stab again?
Yeah.
Trying to see if that is that a true string? Can I try to perfect parry the hell stab?
It is a 3-frame gap. You can try to perfect parry the hell stab, which I would recommend doing, because if you regular block it, look at your drive meter. Oh,
Up you
nice.
go!
You got first try, holy shit. But if you regular block this string, just headbutt and the hell stab, try to regular block it, that's over a whole bar gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty scary situation. He does a lot of drive meter change. So if you think he's gonna have,
Up you
you can't
go!
perfect parry between that.
And I'm very keen on anything I can perfect parry in the corner, because now Marisa is plus 33. Off of back throw in the corner, this is supposed to be a nerf that back throw pushes you so far back now. I can trade with a wake up 4-frame with this here and convert into this massive fucking combo into super. So that's kind of ideal if I can land the perfect parry here.
It is still kind of scary to go for. Like, I wouldn't be too over-reliant on it.
Because he could SPD.
Because you have to do it right, but you can just walk back, keep doing it, and then SPD.
Yeah. And that's almost 40%. Oh my god.
40%. So, it's good to have that in there. Like, you want to create... Like, if any time you can get a grappler to hesitate, it's really good. Because it gives you the option of getting out better, right?
Gladius!
So creating any form of, like, hesitation is really good. But you can't become over-reliant on it, because it can kill you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What else do I want to cover? Okay, so this is the situation where headbutt is kind of real, headbutt and headbutt. And it does come up a bit, so just, you're gonna have to get hit here. You're gonna have to get hit to wake up block. See, that is plus 11.
Can you do that again?
If I land regular Lariat here, the drive rush headbutt, that's plus 11.
Does that work anywhere
Yeah.
on screen, or is that because I'm at the wall?
That works because you're at the wall. Because mid-screen, like, remember, regular Lariat doesn't give good Oki because it knocks them so far away. But that's obviously not a factor in the corner, right? Because they're just going to land on top of you.
Okay.
So if you're in the corner and Zangief goes like, you gotta... That is plus 1. I missed the frame there, but it's plus 11 if you do it frame perfect.
I could try to perfect parry that too, right?
Yeah, you can. I don't think you can wake up drive reversal that setup. I could be wrong.
I'm gonna try then. Go for it.
Fine, yeah. Yeah, you can still wake up drive reversal that.
Okay, or well, let me try for perfect parry. Do it again. There's a bit of a
Perfect parry.
there's a bit of a delay there. I just want to try it one more time. Hit me again! Hit me again! Yeah, that's hard to time.
But yeah, so this is one meaty setup where you don't want to hold up if you see him drive rush at you in the corner. Because as you can see, the headbutt hits so meaty with that drive rush that it naturally combos into another headbutt.
Okay.
Right? And he gets massive damage off that. So if I do like, and it hits you,
That's another 40%.
That's 38%. That's more than my heavy SPD, which is 33. I get more reward there than on a command grab. Right? Which is pretty rare for Zangief. He's usually built around like, oh, my grabs do big damage, my combos don't do a lot. But because of his headbutt buff, he can get some pretty nasty stuff in the corner.
What was the buff on headbutt? What was changed?
So before it was only plus 6 on hit, and now it's plus 7, which is really big for me. So before, if I landed this, my combo was this. That was like my best combo. And it did less damage, it did like 26, because they also buffed the damage on headbutt, right? Now, if I can just do this, which does more damage, I didn't even have to spend any blood.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What's the deal? What's the deal with the stomps? When I got knocked down against the Zangief on ranked earlier today, and he basically went like, bah! And then hit me with SPD on my wake up.
With these?
Yes, those.
So they're a little shank in how they work. The stomps are all frame traps into themselves, right? So like stomp, 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 that's all a frame trap. Although the last one is -10, but it's cancelled. So if you block like the stomp, you're gonna be like stomp, 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 this, right?
Okay.
So basically, the idea is that regular stomp here. Hold on, I'm gonna do one each at a time. Keep blocking. This stomp is -3. This stomp is -4. And this stomp is -10, right?
I'm gonna try to see if I can jab you after the second stomp. Just do it again. No, that does
they
counter
all
hit.
counter hit into each other.
Okay.
Right? So, what I would recommend doing is every Gief is going to want to at least do first stomp, second stomp. Right? They're never really just going to do one stomp and then do nothing else, or try to grab you after the first stomp. They're typically at least going to go like stomp, stomp, right? And then cancel it. So, one thing, if you're struggling against this, is run the perfect parry window after the first stomp.
Okay.
Because you can't like change the timing on it. You have to just kind of commit to it. Yeah. And that's a consistent timing.
And how negative are you if I perfect parry that?
A billion. Roughly a billion.
Okay, so actually, how many frames is this? How many frames is this? 13. No, I can't charge back Fierce. That's 26 frames. I have that memorized.
Charge back. Go back to Fierce.
Oh,
Back to Fierce.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. So do it again. Oh wait, charge it. Okay.
See? This is really good.
It's super scaled, but it is a big combo. And I potentially, like, if I was in the corner and you were doing the stomps, let's just swap here. I could get a lot of corner carry off of that.
Yeah.
I only spent 1 bar, and we're back to mid-screen.
Yeah. So you can put me mid-screen if you want. You can back throw me. Basically, the world is your oyster on a -20, -20 punch. You do whatever you want, right?
And this is the combo I was trying to do earlier. Okay, I feel better now.
So, deal with the stomp, and you're always going to try to do 2. Just learn the perfect parry timing, you know. Because the second one is cancelable now, but shame. That doesn't combo, like, I don't know, like...
They were doing it on my knockdown to, like, frame kill into an SPD. It was really weird.
Oh, okay. So, I know why he's doing that. So, if I do that down forward throw here in the corner, I whiff stomp, and that leaves me +3. +2, +3, right? It's a little weird time. But basically, that's just a frame kill that lets him meaty grab again on your pick run.
Okay.
That's why he does it.
I'm gonna try to mash.
He's never actually gonna hit you with stomp there.
Okay. I was just so confused that he was stomping on my knockdown. I was like, he must have made a mistake. And then I tried to do a wake-up button, and I got grabbed.
Yeah, that's the, yeah, he can also be the SPD after. I think you perfectly timed it +4. I don't really do it anymore, but that's why Gief can do it. +5. Sorry, my fault.
Okay.
So, yeah, if he knocks you down and you see him whip stomp, he's not trying to hit you with stomp. He's trying to, like, do another option. He's trying to mix you up after. It's just a frame kill, right?
How far is the range of level 3 super? Because that's kind of the scary thing with Gief, right?
Yeah, his level 2 supers are okay. Level 2 is pretty good, especially now. But, level 3 actually has different range depending on if it's level 3 or if it's critical art. So, level 3 has about the same range as Oki SPD, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's out there. Critical art has more range than light SPD. But it's a little weird in how it works. Not to get too technical, the first active frame is the frame of Zangief's grab that you can't jump out of. Oh, you get kicked.
I don't want to see that CA range. I want to see that CA range.
Did the game explode?
Show me the bazooka.
Okay, so Critical Eye has more range than Lariat SPD. So if I'm like here, that's not gonna reach.
Oh no, my finisher!
Oh, I missed it again. It's not like a dramatic amount. It's basically the same. It's like a few pixels greater, right? So like from here.
Okay, yeah, that is deceptively far range, all things considered, though.
It is very far, but the way that it works is a little disingenuous. So it has like the same range as normal level 3 on the first active frame, if I remember correctly. The second active frame is the one that has more range, but you can jump the second active frame after the flash. So basically, when he has level 3 stocks, it's always just kind of the range of OD SPD, which is like slightly more than medium, if I remember correctly.
Okay. My go-to setup, if I at least have Gief in the corner, I'm just gonna throw you over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is if you're blocking, and I can get a drive rush cancel off of this.
Yeah.
As I'm sure you know, because you also play Marisa, that's one of the only drive rush cancels in the game that can also bait a reversal.
Yeah.
So if you were to level 2 or level 3 here, and I do this and you're holding up, it beats both options. It only loses to level 1.
Yeah. So one thing that's really good that Marisa has against Zangief when he has level 3 stocked and you're kind of worried about the wake up level 3 option is you want to end all your knockdowns into Superman Punch. The reason why you want to do that is you want to safe jump Gief when he has level 3 stock.
Oh,
Now,
yeah, that makes sense, because then if it's a safe jump, you can just jump after the flash, because you were safe.
So you're not going to jump after the flash, you're going to option select the jump. So the way that it works is because Zangief is fully invincible during the startup of his level 3, your meaty jump in, like your safe jump button, will whiff because of the invincibility frames, right?
Okay, and then you can just hold up. So
Yeah,
you're safe
so
jumping
you
into
do,
holding
like-
up instead of safe jumping into holding block, basically.
Yes.
I'm going to test this off a different safe jump because I have dyspraxic input issues with the manual heavy failings there, but...
You do any safe jump setup. So even if you do like a regular jump in, right? You do jump, and then you press, as you press hit, right? You just hold up.
Yeah, just try to hit me with level 3 here.
You'll kind of be locked in place, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, he blocked me, he didn't wake up super.
Try to hit me
Right?
with the level 3 here, then.
Okay.
Oh, I messed it up! I messed it up! I automatically held back the block, it's a reflex.
Yeah, it's normal. But
That same thing is useful against, like, Manon.
can you see my inputs, or do I have to touch them?
I can see them.
Oh, you can see them?
Yeah.
So the way you're gonna, like, do it is something like this, right? You're gonna do, like...
Yeah.
Neutral jump, right? I'm doing it for too long, actually, because I'm jumping on people up.
Oh my god. Let me try it again. I want to land it at least once.
Yeah, this is good to know because a lot of Zangiefs will wake up super against safe jumps because his invincibility will make them jump and miss.
I'm holding block again. Oh my god. The muscle memory is not there.
Yeah.
We were gonna watch Marisa's dome get crushed so many times here. I can do this.
Oh, you hit back.
Oh my god. I'm hitting the normal after I'm landing for some reason.
Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah, I think got it there. Yep. And then you get whatever you want. You have forward, you have the knee in, modern, right? Yeah. So after you land the charge, fierce as a punish.
Oh yeah, I know this also. It could also go into this.
Okay.
This is hilariously Marisa's best meterless DP punish. Oh, sorry. Best meterless. The best meterless DP punish is going to be this into super, and that's all auto combo. This is heavy auto combo.
Oh, okay.
Her only access to quad is in that combo. But that means literally all you have to land manually is the charged fierce, and it will auto take you into over 60% meterless damage if you have level 3. It's stupid.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so you want to practice that against Zangief because they're going to wake up super there, like, all the time on safe jump. It'll just be free damage. It's free each, because Giefs are going to wake up super there and you're going to get a full punish. Right?
Okay.
Outside of level 3, his defense is pretty whack. So his level 2 is 18 frames. It's the same startup as Wake Up Driver version. So it's really bad.
So I can bait that with like drive rush into lights. So like off this knockdown, I'm doing it after the knockdown.
Yeah. And that is minus a billion.
And I was meeting with crouching light kick there. It just does not come out because there's so much time.
Some characters can meet him with medium.
I want to see if that works off command grab too. Yeah, no, I do get hit there.
Yeah.
What if with the heavy? I'm guessing I get hit there too.
Yeah, I want to meet him with lights.
Oh. Yeah, so we have to bait it with the light.
Yeah. And then obviously his level 1 is the air grab, so he doesn't have like a reversal level 1, which also means he's really weak against DI with his going. But yeah, his defense is pretty whack.
Well, Gief is so big! He's the only person I can do this on! You're like forever in cross-up range because he's just so big!
Yeah, he's huge. But, yeah, he's, actually doing cross-ups against Zangief in general is really good.
Oh yeah, because Lariat doesn't actually work behind him.
Yeah, so if I like see jump here and I Lariat, it's always gonna win. See, I'm doing it later there because I have muscle memory, and I'm always gonna do it a little later now against people. See that?
You can also DI the Lariat, can't you? If he just randomly...
Yes, so if you block Lariat, the best punish you want to do is just immediately DI.
And because he did a Lariat, 57%.
Yeah, basically 60%. It's a lot of damage. But, yeah, if you give him this, like, times a Lariat or something, or, like, even if you jump and I do, like, a later Lariat, you, like, block it. Because that can happen because it's such a slow... Yeah.
It looks like so many hits, it doesn't look like you should be able to DI, but you can.
Yeah, you can always DI. What'll happen a lot of times is I'll fight people, and they'll try to, like, hit me during the spin, and the last hit will hit them. Right? Like...
You got mixed! By yourself!
Okay. Frame trap. But, oh, what did I want to go over? Oh, okay, yeah, his sweep. His sweep is one of his most important tools in neutral because it goes so far, and it gives him good open. Especially...
The sweep is super negative on block, though, right?
Back roll it. Right? This... Right? So say you get hit by this.
Oh yeah, that's a hard knockdown.
Whenever I want. After this. If you can't back roll it.
Interestingly, you said you haven't played Marisa since the patch. If I land a punish counter, Superman punch, that's also a hard knockdown now. So she can double dash forward to be plus and in your face after that.
Yeah, the Strider was hitting me with that one. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. But, yeah, so his sweep is a really big tool because this is like his best kind of like, it's funny to call a sweep a skip neutral tool, but because against such a really good Oki, players are just gonna, I'm just gonna sweep because I need to get something going here, right?
Once I see people doing sweep a lot, I just start
super punishable.
I just start throwing off DI. I start throwing DI as soon as I see they like to sweep at random.
I wouldn't throw random DI. You just want to block it.
Yeah, because if I block
you can always, like, even if I space this out max range, you always punish it with heavy punch.
Yep.
You always punish it. So, right, so you can always get a stand heavy punch punishment. But
if you don't block.
no, you always get stand heavy punch. Because that move is -13. So you don't want to like DI it, you want to just block it because they die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See? So that's one really thing people don't do enough against Zangief is punish his sweep properly. You need to
I'm always afraid to try to block sweep because I think he's just gonna walk up closer than sweep range and grab me.
Maybe, but the risk reward there, you have to think about it this way, right? If you block that sweep, you just did 57%, right?
Yeah.
If I take the risk to walk up and grab you, and heaven forbid I don't get hit by one of Marisa's buttons in the drive rush trying to walk up grab her either, right? But like heaven forbid I get this, that's 25%.
And that was light SPD? That was light SPD?
Right? That was light SPD.
Alright, I'm starting to recognize what that looks like.
If I grab you, it's gonna be light because that has the most range. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right?
And then off of that, that's the one where you get the meaty light pick.
Yeah, that is the one I get the meaty light.
Okay, I'm just processing all of this information that in the moment I can see the knockdown happening and go, okay, he can do A or B's.
If you've come to fight, then
so
fight.
when you're playing a neutral game and you're like, oh, I'm scared Zangief's gonna walk up and like grab me, it's like, alright, just hit a button. You hit like crouch medium, right? Even if he does grab you, it's like, okay, well the risk reward in that situation was still in my favor, it just didn't work out. Which is fine, because we're gonna do this over and over again, like, okay, he thinks he can just walk up and grab me, right? I'm gonna walk back and I'm gonna hit that button, right? Buffered in the drive rush, and he's gonna die.
I dropped the combo again, though. There it is.
Stuff like that, right? So you have to think about it that way. Like, even if he is walking up and grabbing me, you shouldn't be like, oh shit, I got grabbed. It's like, oh, okay, he wants to play risky.
Yeah, I'm never gaining any information from the SPD. Most of the time, I get grabbed, and all I am consciously thinking is, well, fuck.
That's the thing. That's what the Zangief player wants you to think, right? Because now all your like assessment of like the risk reward and the neutral situation that got threw out the window because your brain got scrambled because he walked up and grabbed you, right?
He's definitely a character that can put.
Me, that's cool. Like we're gonna just play. We're gonna keep playing, and like I'm gonna still hit these buttons in the same spot because there's way more reward for me to hit crouch medium punch or block your sweep than there is for me to get hit by it. Right?
Is there anything else that you think is particularly relevant in this matchup versus Zangief?
You said you feel pretty comfortable like dealing with his buttons and stuff like that. That's
yeah, like really I played a very, very good Zangief at a monthly last month, where I was pretty much just like walking almost into the range of the karate chops, and then hitting Gladius, like right about here.
Yeah.
Gladius.
And that was preventing me getting SPD'd because he was just out of range for that as well. And when he was throwing pokes, I was just Gladius. He could have gone for sweep, but he didn't want to because the only time he did, I went for wake-up DI and I killed him for it.
Like, even in neutral, right? When I'm playing like against Marisa, there are times those Gladius is no space them well. I just have to swing with sweep at some point. But the risk reward on sweep is so bad. You know what I mean? That's what you have to...
The only other real problem I have with Giefs is more so a problem with my gameplay than with misunderstanding the matchup. And that is that I really like to anti-air with this because it's one button on Modern. And Giefs will start crossing me up or empty jumping so that I'm still charging to anti-air and they SPD me. Like, you could probably do that right now if you just empty jump into SPD. Yep. Whereas, if you were to do that empty jump and I picked a different anti-air, just empty jump again.
Yeah.
Or do it again. So I've got options. I just need to actually use them, and my muscle memory really wants to Gladius all the time.
No, you could still use Gladius here. Let me show you how. So, what you have to remember about Zangief is he has more landing frames than any other character in this game, except for Lily. When he lands from a jump, he has 5 frames of recovery. And then SPD is also 5 frames on top of that. So he's doing like a 10-frame option when he lands after jump, is kind of how you have to think about it, right? If you just time the Gladius to where when you see him start to land, you just let go, you'll just counter hit him as best.
Oh, okay.
Right? So if I just like empty jump here, and as you see him land, because if I jump in with Zangief, right? I'm doing like jump medium kick, which is really high. You know what I mean? Like, there's no, like, super, like, late jumping I'm really gonna do with Zangief and neutral. I'm gonna do, like, the options that hit pretty early, because I want to beat, like, your crouch fierce and stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, if you see me, like, kind of land, you just let go. If you see me jump, I'm like, you're cooking me now, right? So, like, it's kind of hard for me to empty jump, like, see, you counter hit me there. You counter hit me out of SPD.
Okay, that's really helpful.
Yeah. I'm not really going to do like a really deep jump in with Zangief. That's not really
the only other thing I can think of that I see Giefs do is he's got that really wild flings his whole body forward aerial attack.
Oh, jump roundhouse?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
This one's from like further out. Go do it, yeah. Are you talking about when he charges it like this?
Yeah.
So if you block this, if you get hit. If you get hit by it regularly, it's less damage than regular jumping. Right? But if you block it, you can just drive rush fierce. Get the world goal.
That's really helpful to know. So that's kind of akin to if Rashid throws a random eagle spike without windstock, where you can just drive rush into fierce to punish it. Or if you get a perfect parry on a Blanca ball, a headbutt, what have you.
Yeah, the exact same type of thing. That jump in is actually like pretty mediocre. So there's like some like high level setups that I kind of know with it, where you can like cancel it on whiff. It's kind of jank, but you're not going to see most players kind of go for that.
I usually just want to make sure I cover the gimmicks too, because if other people are going to look at this later, now that I know it's not just a resource for me, that, you know, somebody that's still in gold, plat, whatever, it might be like, Gief is just throwing his whole body at me, and I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a fat punish on that thing. There's other tricky stuff you can do with it, but I really wouldn't be too concerned about that for now.
Okay, so is there anything else then that like really sticks out to you here?
The matchup is pretty basic. This matchup, Marisa and Zangief, it's sort of like, alright, just knowing my options after SPD knockdown, making sure I play the neutral correctly with like Gladius and stuff like that. It's not like, Zangief's not like a super complex character. He's relatively basic. You have to not let yourself get like scrambled in the middle of a match. And if you like a cool head, Marisa has really good risk reward against him. So you just play that game against him. Don't be scared about getting grabbed too much. You hit harder than you grab. You know? So
I'm trying to land this combo while you're talking because it's bothering me and it's not coming out. There it is! Okay. Yeah, do you want to play like first to 3, first to 5 before we call it?
Yeah, we can play a bit, for sure.
I'm sure I'm not going to be able to integrate all this right away, because I got like a world's worth of info on Lily from, is it Chakotay? I've been calling him Chakotay this whole time, and now I feel like an idiot.
I know it's how you say it in Star Trek. It's the Star Trek.
That's why it got me then. I'm a Star Wars girl. I can recite Star Wars characters till next week, but I'm out of luck.
I always forget how to say it properly. I know it's the character's
Show
name
me
from
everything
Star
you
Trek.
have. Round 1.
And I hear my girlfriend just came home too, so that may happen in the background here.
Stand still. One more. Stand still. Where are you going?
Oh, this is gonna cut off the recording in 5 minutes. It's a limit of an hour. I'll have to start a new one.
Nice.
Modern! Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Hey, babe! Ah!
Drive rush out for that knockdown.
Round 2.
Nice jump. Oh, wait, that's combos now.
Yeah, it's always going.
There's the bait again. Okay. Oh, you had to style on me with the super.
That's optimal!
That was unnecessary! It's optimal! I'm dead!
I've got you.
Ah! Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording real quick and start a new one.
All good, all good.
And
Round 1.
Oh. Round 2.
okay, I gotta stop throwing so much Superman punch. That's definitely not working.
Stand still. You. I have you.
Ah! I know I can DI that armor punch, but I never seem to actually do it. Ah! I'm gonna ask you where to watch for that running bear grab after this. I forgot to mention that.
Where are you going? Sweet dreams. I have you.
Ah! I have to do something. Yeah, I'm still getting cooked here. My comfort in this matchup is gonna take some time. Not a perfect! Ha!
Round 2. Fight. Kick.
I have you. You. Stand still.
That wake you up.
Should have charged it.
I have something for you.
That does not look like a Chicombo.
That's sick.
Too late, I decided to drive reversal, then I was just mashing. Oh my god. That was the fastest first 3 I think I've ever played. We're doing another one.
Here comes a new challenger.
The running bear grab is just kind of a random jump scare, right?
Yeah, it's really fast.
Show me. Round 1. Fight.
Oh.
Is that all? Up you go! have you! Ha! Yeah!
Get off
Take! Ha! Stand still! Yeah!
Even with all the information you just gave me, I feel like I can't do anything here.
Sorry?
Even with all the information you just gave me, I feel like I can't do anything here.
Yeah, it's brutal. Plus 4 in Headbutt, right? It's just a guess.
It's not gonna be enough though, I'm in trouble. Oh my god.
Zangief wins!
I guess it's still a matter of like, I don't know how to approach him. I guess I should be walking and blocking more. Hey, can't see eye there.
I should remember something I want to show you guys.
Round 2. Fight!
It's always so weird getting anti-air by that. Why did I DI? I'm just like, get me out of here. And I was blocking and I stopped blocking. I don't know why.
That would be all the time with overheads in this game. I mean, block them the last second, like, yeah, never mind. Die. Oh, okay. Oh.
What? Oh my god.
This is a funny combo.
Round 2. Fight!
Are you just in my head that every single time I go for grab, you're gonna
Yeah,
jump?
I kind of just feel it out. I don't know. It's hard to describe. I play grapplers too. I know what they want to grab.
Your great test done! Surya! Get off
I was trying to DI, I don't know why it didn't come out.
Okay, so that's the thing about Lariat is that if you stand block it, it's a true block strip. You have
Oh,
to try to crouch block it if you can hit.
okay. Oh man.
I thought you were the best ever.
I thought so too, but no, I've gone 0 and 6. Alright, I'm gonna play one more of these and then I'm gonna try to ask you like how I'm
show you something in training mode first.
Oh yeah, sure. And I need to what am I it's something about my approach to this matchup is wrong, and I don't know what it is.
I think your actual general approach is okay. The issue is that I just have a lot of like high level Marisa experience.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like I don't mean to sound like conceited or rude.
No,
but
you
I'm just
don't,
kinda
you don't.
better than you in the neutral game.
That's
Like,
totally
so I
fair.
kinda
A
know
lot of
what
people are
I'm
better
gonna
than
go
me in
for.
the neutral game.
Yeah. So like, I don't want to sound like rude or anything. So I kind of just like know the ranges where I'm at a little bit better.
That's
before I,
fair.
like, exploit that. I don't think your approach is wrong. You just have to iron it out. Does that make
Okay.
sense? I don't think you need like an overall.
Okay.
So this is one thing I wanted to show you with Zangief, as I was doing a lot of, this is one button Gief plays with drive cancel all the time on block, right? Just didn't like it because it gets some pressure, right? I'm up there, 3 bars, half screen, and just don't like it. Doesn't like this. There's a secret about this button in Drive Rush. This is not a true block string.
Oh.
The only way Zangief can true block string is this.
Oh,
which
I
is
have a
better.
horrible idea. Do it again.
Exactly.
I bet I can
Every
do that.
time-
I want to try it with all of them.
So when you have super, and you see Zangief do this, you just input super.
Dang. Okay, that's a dramatic piece of tech. That's great.
Especially easy for you because you're on mono control.
Yeah, anytime there's a gap, I can really exploit that. I do that with drive rush canceled crouch mediums all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, Geef still like it, doesn't have a lot of blocks.
I don't know why, I'm so determined to land this combo today. Oh my god. Alright, it's not happening. It's not happening. Okay.
So yeah. This is the only 2 blocks you can have. But even if I hit you with this, I can't even like do it. It's really bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I do that, I don't want to do crouch medium punch. I mean, I don't want to do crouch light kick. I want to do crouch medium punch because, you know, this is a big, but, you know,
Yeah.
a lesson at the time. Yeah, that's one good thing about modern day Zangief. It slows down as
And I can just DI the armor punch, right?
Yeah, have you seen me start to Fierce?
Yeah.
You just hit the opposite. It's not like Marisa to break something. She's not that privileged.
I had somebody at locals a bit ago who played neither Gief nor Marisa argue with me at length that Marissa's charged Fierce had the same armor as Zangief's, and he would not let it go.
Okay, well, it's just factually incorrect. I don't know what to tell him about that.
I'm gonna think of it every time I see that move now. It was a weird conversation.
Yeah. That is kind of weird. Anyways, I'm sorry, I kind of have to bounce now.
That's totally fine. Thank you so much for the help. And in terms of general Gief approach as Marisa, you would just say, try to space them out, walk and block, and get more comfortable reacting to the different Oki situations?
Yeah, basically.
Well, I'm definitely going to watch this back later and try to, like, actually absorb all the information. Because I usually need to hear it twice. This was awesome and super helpful. I super appreciate it. I'm gonna hop out of the training room now so I don't just like get kicked. And take care of yourself. And please DM me whatever socials or channels you'd like me to plug for you in the description, so I make sure that you get your followers out of this too.
I don't have really anything. I'm mostly just active on Twitter.